Hello, OddsMarket is back. Stuart from Tips to HQ is joining us today. We're looking at the Euro 2016 draw, who the draw has been favourable to, who it's been unkind to, and see if there's any sort of betting opportunities and where the market value lies. Now, obviously, we've got 6 groups. I will run through this rather quickly. Yeah, so in the Group A outrights, we've got France, Switzerland, Romania, and Albania. Now, those are in order of sort of favourites. I wouldn't say there's any value on France there, 1.4 to win, but there is value if you want to take Switzerland 1.7 to qualify. Is that who you see joining France?
Well, Albania and Romania definitely the outliers in that group. I think it would be a surprise if either of them went through. So, 1.7 looks like a fairly reasonable bet.
All right. Group B, we've got England, Russia, Wales, and Slovakia. England and Russia are the favourites to qualify. Not much value on England to qualify. Russia, yes. And then also England to win. How do you see Group B shaping out?
This one's probably the most difficult one. I think England are very badly priced for this. I think 2 is way over what they should be. They should probably be closer to the Russia odds. They did not do well at the last World Cup, and Wales are a real threat. They've got some good players, and Gareth Bale can turn a match on his own. So for that one, I think there's a chance that England may not even qualify.
Right. Well, there's definitely going to be. Do you think there's going to be a little bit of rivalry between England and Wales?
Absolutely, and it's going to be great.
Right, great stuff. Now, Group C, we've got Germany and Poland, which are the favourites to qualify. Germany, obviously, to win. Any threat from any of the other 2 teams?
Well, Northern Ireland may go in there and really try to lock things down and just nick the occasional goal on the break. If they played that kind of game before, and if they do that enough, they may qualify. It may be at Poland's expense, but I think Germany are definitely a lock for that group.
Group D, obviously, we've got Spain and Croatia. Spain actually still a bit of value there, 1.67. Obviously, they won the Euro 2012. They are one of the favourites to win the whole competition. So Spain and Croatia there. Is that, again, are you with the bookies?
Yeah, I think it is. But Spain, I wouldn't tip them to go too far in the competition. They've got a side that's getting a little bit on the older side, and they need to bring through some younger players and embed them into the team. We're going to see a lot of change from them over the next few years. Right now, I wouldn't be putting my money on them to win the competition.
All right. Group E, it's being known as the Group of Death. We've got Belgium, Italy, Sweden, and Republic of Ireland, with Belgium and Italy a favourite to both to win, actually, and to qualify. It's going to be a tough thing between Belgium and Italy.
Italy, I'm not so sure about. Again, this is another side that's aged and needs a lot of parts replacing. Sweden, Republic of Ireland, they've shown that they can do well against most sides on their day. Are they going to have enough days to make that count, though? That's the thing. This is a group I would probably be avoiding if it wasn't for Belgium. I like Belgium as a side, and I think they will definitely top that group. So winner at 2.25, very good.
All right, all right. Now, final group here is Group F. I am calling it the group where we're going to make tons of money if we can choose the right outcome. Portugal, Austria, Iceland, and Hungary. If you choose Portugal to win, the odds are 19. Austria is then followed by 34, Iceland 51, and Hungary 201. Pretty high odds there. First of all, why are the odds so high?
I think there's a feeling that Portugal always manage to depress people. They always manage to flatter to deceive and end up making things harder than they are. For me, I like Portugal. I think Portugal are quite possibly dark horses for this entire tournament. They've got some really, really good young players coming through, and if they trust some of them, they could really make an impact. So for me, Portugal winner at 19, yeah, I've got something on that.
All right, fantastic stuff. Now, we were obviously, before we did the show, we were looking at sort of where the money was going here. And I think it was the main country was France.
Yeah, France has had a huge amount of money. About a third of the total pot has been placed on France. I think a lot of that comes down to early betting and the fact that people are getting themselves in a position to trade simply because the way the matches are lined up. France could be looking very, very good favourites after 2 games, certainly to qualify for the next round. I think their odds will have dropped, so I think people will be looking to trade out at that point before they play Switzerland.
All right, and then also Germany, it looks like, as well, is taking in a lot of money.
Yeah, Germany, they're doing pretty well, and obviously they're favourites for this one. And I can see why. I think they're favourites for a very, very good reason. They're going to be my tip for the tournament, certainly.
Yeah, I think so as well. And again, obviously, France is the host nation. How much does that play into people's sort of perception in betting? Why are they betting France? And do you think that they really stand a good shot at winning?
Well, the French aren't known for being huge bettors, so I think people are looking at the home advantage and saying that there's some opportunities there. There is a good chance that it may just be a little bit too much for them. The pressure might get to them. The crowd might get on their back. And after their recent showing in international tournaments, I wouldn't bank on them to get too far. Certainly, they'll get past the group stage, but after that, I'm not sure.
Now, obviously, Spain are the third favourites. You're not expecting them to go too far in the competition, but they obviously did win Euro 2012. So obviously, they've got the experience in that. How much does that play into their performance this round?
Well, the experience was certainly there, but some of those players have retired. Some of those players that they don't really have the legs for international football, and it's going to be a very, very long, hard season. And that domestic season takes a lot out of players, and once you get past a certain age, you don't have so much left in the tank at the end. I think that Spain will look to rotate some younger players in, but I don't think they're going to get too far. I think they'll get past the second round, but quarterfinals is probably as good as they can hope for.
Now, right now, Germany are priced 4.33. That's at Labrooks. You said that is your sort of your tip here, and the team that you want to back. Do we back them now? How will the odds change in the run up to the tournament? Obviously, the tournament starts in like June. How will those odds change?
Well, from looking at the graph of the odds, I think they have settled now. I don't think they're going to change too much unless there's a major injury. If someone like Thomas Muller gets injured, then I think the odds will come out a little bit further. Obviously, there's been some issues at the back for Bayern Munich, and they've got a few German players. So if those injury issues aren't resolved, then again you may see things just creep out a little bit. But I think the odds are about as good as they're going to get right now, and they're just going to come in as the competition goes on.
All right, great stuff. Stuart from Tips to HQ, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.